How's it going? I'm Dave Kaderka, senior producer on Warframe.
What's it like for you being here at TennoCon 2019?
Oh, this is our fourth one, so it's amazing. I look forward to it every year, and I think Steve said before, TennoCon is what brings out our the best in the DE team. We are working our hardest to show everyone at TennoCon, our biggest fans, what we have to offer, what we're gonna bring out for them. And we really just take that excitement back after the show, and we can just plow ahead on the next update because we're just so pumped at the reactions.
Yeah, you guys do a really good job of being very transparent with your fans. You got weekly streams, and it's almost like you guys are excited to share it with us as we are to find out about it, and you just can't keep it to yourselves almost.
That is absolutely it. It's a difficult experience to describe, but we love it when you guys come here, and we're so excited, and we're also nervous though because we want to show you guys what you want to see. We want to give you the best, and we want to excite you about the future of Warframe, and that's the most important thing to us. And we want to be real. That's why we do it live. You get all the bruises and scratches. You're closer to how the sausage is made, as Steve likes to say. So that's really the thing about TennoCon that's really awesome.
Last year you showed off Railjack for the first time. Now it's Empyrean, but we've still got the Railjack ships. We got a closer look at exactly what these ships can do. Can we talk a little bit about some of the new features you've shown off?
Yes. So, of course, the coolest thing that I think right now is our squad link. So while battles are occurring in space, you can connect to squads that are, either on another ship somewhere else or another zone, and help out. You're helping real players solve their issues in real time when they're calling you on the bat phone, the squad link phone, and I think that part is super exciting. I think the Railjack itself, when you're using it up in space, a lot of it's going to be familiar to Warframe players in terms of how fast it plays, the abilities, how you're kind of managing its systems is a little bit different, the mod systems, because you're more overloading it and then kind of flipping things off for the situation, shields, weapons, whatever.
Now, I know Steve said it was influenced by FTL, but when I was watching it, I got a real Star Trek Bridge Crew vibe from it, honestly, when you're managing all the systems and stuff like that.
Yes, I mean, we have a lot of touchstones, and everyone, when we were building this, everyone had their own idea of what Railjack would be. Some people imagined the Enterprise, some imagined the Millennium Falcon, some imagined a submarine from Das Boot and that kind of experience. Our touchstones were things like Last Starfighter, Robotech, things like that. So the faster than light stuff, I think, is mostly the energy management that Steve was referring to. But other than that, we're not trying to build a ship sim. We're trying to take Warframe to the next level and just give you more things to play with.
You mentioned Macross. At any time did you think about having the ships go full Veritech style, where you could have half ship, half robot, or full ship?
Oh, that's everyone's desire in the studio. They're like, can we combine ships and become a mega ship and stuff like that? Those are the things that excite us in the studio. So those are where we draw our inspiration, and nothing is off the table.
It's awesome, but then there also has to be a practical factor, right, of how do you actually execute on this stuff, right?
That's right, and for Warframe, a networked game, that brings a lot of challenges, getting players to talk to each other across the planet. So, things like that might be the technical hurdle, but when the ambition's there, our guys are going to take a swing at it if that's something we want, and we'll give it a shot if we think it's possible.
That's awesome. I'm all for it. Giant robot Voltroning in space with my space ninjas. I'm there.
That's right, and we're trying to think of ways. How do we escalate this? How do we make this even bigger? And that's what we're all thinking. Combine and be awesome.
Yeah, it seems like because you've done Eidolon, you've done Fortuna, and now Empyrean is almost like a new. It's almost like a new open world. It's open space almost, right?
We don't refer to it as open space. We're really more referring to it as Steve said, it's more of a connection. So even when Warframe first started, you were kind of loading into a ship, dropping out of a vent, and doing the ship like doing the tile set run in like a Corpus ship, but now you're gonna, leave from the dry dock in your ship that you've equipped. You're gonna approach the capital ships like the Corpus ships and the galleons from distance. You're gonna decide yourself how you're gonna make that approach, and then there's the challenges like the disruptor field. So those are layers that are added on top of what the core of Warframe already was. Blasting through these capital ships, doing your objective, and then getting out. But now we're making it feel more like, you get to take more control over your approach, the situation, your tactical decisions, your squad decisions, and then you add Squad Link on top of that, and we've got, things happening in different parts of the universe that are connected and feel like they're really happening.
That's awesome. So the Squad Link intrigues me a lot because I have a lot of friends that play Warframe, and I'm usually the odd man out. And a lot of times, because they'll be like, "Oh, we have to carry the newbie like through stuff, so our party's full," and I'm just like, "Well, thanks, guys." So, these people that you're going to be reaching out to, are they people in your clan? Are they people on your friends list? Are they random other operators just out there?
I think we're going to introduce kind of a prioritization. So first, it's going to hit your friends list, then it's going to hit your clan, and then it's going to go out from there. So if none of your friends or clanmates are available, then it's still going to send the call out to random people.
That's awesome. Now, the other thing I want to talk about that you guys are showing, you guys blew my mind with your brand new introduction trailer. Dan Trachtenberg came to you guys, right?
Yes, Dan approached Steve and Rebecca saying he's a fan of Warframe. He'd really love to get involved with Warframe and work on something. And when we were discussing the new player experience in the studio, we thought, oh, maybe this is the opportunity. And we really did want to work with someone like Dan who knew our game, who understood it, knows what we're going for, knows what the soul of Warframe is, and he just blew us away, just completely blew us away.
Yeah, I'm like, at first I thought you guys might have been like announcing like a TV show or a movie, like just like full on when I saw it.
I would have loved that. That would be the best. And for us to see Warframe, in highly rendered and laid out like that, like for us, it's like, finally, this is our trailer. This is our, like, players can even look at that and say, that's my game. We didn't really have that before, and now that we're going to load that in the front end of the game, it couldn't represent the game any better.
Yeah, for long-time Warframe players like me, I feel like the last 2 years it's been like I've been a fan of an indie band for a really long time, and now everybody is coming up and telling me I need to listen to this band, and I'm just like rolling my eyes at them. And it feels like stuff like the like this new trailer, the Railjack reveal last year. It definitely feels like there's a lot of stuff that it's like a lot of "see, I told you so" stuff happening.
Yeah, I mean we're an independent studio, but we like to swing with the big boys, and we're trying to outdo ourselves. We want to reach for the next level, and Warframe is there to grow with our players, to grow with the technology that's coming out, and just we want to be here. We want to be your hobby. You can go play another game, but we want you to come back to us at your convenience. But that's what we're trying to do, is make it more of that kind of experience.
Well, it seems like you guys are constantly upgrading that experience to entice people more and more, just looking at where you guys have come. I first started playing Warframe because I got a PS4 on launch day, and there was pretty much, you guys were pretty much it. So you won my affections. But like the minute I started playing, I'm like, oh my god, all these like Warframe designs, the like design of like the universe and stuff like really drew me in. Went away for a little bit, came back when you guys did the major update, and like I was just like, oh wow, they've really like taken this to the next level. This was fun before, but now it's like really fun. Like what's it been like for you all these years? Watching the game go from point A to point B, having this really loyal fan base, and now just kind of blowing up over the last few years.
Every day feels like such a privilege. To start so small, and to have players that started with us from the start hang in there. Maybe they went away for a bit, but they come back. To know that we tried to take care of our own house. Other games and studios or game studios are doing their thing. we're watching for the competition, but if we take care of our own house, you know, work on our own ambitions, our own goals, our own, you know, desires for Warframe, then we can really plow ahead. And then seeing fans like draw fan art and show up here in amazing costumes, and when I talk to any one of them, they know this game more than I do in many cases, because they're telling me about their mod loadouts and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, we have so much stuff in this game, I don't know if I can keep track of it all. But that is really super rewarding, super motivating, and you know, a fourth TennoCon it was never in our minds when we did the first one.
And where can people find out more about Warframe?
Warframe.com, and official Twitter feed and YouTube channel, Play Warframe. Those are the main channels. Yeah.
Just Google Warframe. Shut up already. Go play it.